Hey, welcome to the Sales Hunter podcast. My name's Mark Hunter, and I'm talking about prospecting. Why wait in making the call? Make the call now. I'm going to explain to you why we hold back, why we don't make the call, and what you can do about it right after this. I'm talking about why do salespeople hesitate in making the call? Why do we hesitate in making the call? Hey, for some reason, we're quick to rationalize away why we shouldn't call a prospect. Big issue for rationalizing it away, I believe, is because we just don't have enough of a belief that we can make a difference. We're not ready. And for some reason, if we just do a little more work, if we do a little more preparation, or if your head's in a better space, you'll be able to make the call. These are just big, giant cop outs. And I do believe the reason we don't make the call is because of these two big reasons. One, it's our headspace. And two, it's really the perception that we don't have anything to say. Now, both of those could actually be true. So let's break them down. Let's first of all talk about the attitude. Hey, I get it. Sales is hard. I don't have enough time right here in this podcast to share with you all the ways to change your attitude. But it's going to come down to two things that I want you to do and you can do right now. One is, what are the negative voices you have in your head? You see, too many salespeople, what they do is they allow themselves to hang out with negative people. And when you hang out with negative people, guess what? You get negative voices. This is why I encourage you to be listening to podcasts like this and other things. What is it about? It's about telling you that you can do it. You have to surround yourself with positive people. The second thing about your attitude is this, is that your head is just not believing you can make a difference. And you've heard me talk about this before, but I want you to celebrate your successes. Celebrate all of the things that you've done right for customers, all the ways that you've helped customers. Make a list, write these down, and keep them with you at all times. I tell salespeople, if you ever are prone to going through a funk where you're in the valley, you have that list and you pull it out and you look at it and you go, wow, this is unbelievable. There may be testimonials that customers have given you. There may be other videos that customers have sent you or reviews or whatever it might be, but keep those handy. Keep those with you because it's designed to reinforce in your mind that, yes, you can make a difference. Now, let's pivot over to this whole thing that you don't know what to say. See, this is the thing that drives me crazy because people will sit there and say, well, if I just do a little more homework, if I do a little more, but you know what? They'll never get over that. And it becomes this habit of believing just a little bit more, a little bit more. I'll make the call tomorrow. I'll make the call tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Prospecting calls are time sensitive. The longer I wait, the longer it is that the prospect has potential to hear from somebody else. The longer it is that the prospect has the ability to come up with a different solution or just go in a different manner. You see, the time to strike is right now. You see, here's the whole thing. I want you to be thinking about the insights that you can share with the prospect you're calling. Now, this is another reason why I say that we prospect within our ICP, our ideal customer profile. We prospect within that circle that we know. And it's so key because it allows us to have information that we can share. It allows us, and you know what's interesting? When I have information that I can share with a prospect that I know they'll value, and I know I value, it's amazing how much more confident I am. And guess what? The call goes that much better. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a couple minutes and I want you to think through what are all the things that you could share with a prospect that would help them in their business or in their life or whatever it is. What are the things? What are the questions you can ask? And the way you do that is you go back to that list that you created of how you've helped other customers succeed. And you begin to pull that together. You see, here's the whole thing. There is no greater time than right now. And the final thing I'll say is this. You literally set your timer. You literally block the time. Because here's the whole thing. It is amazing that if you have to catch a flight, you will be on that flight. I travel constantly all over the country and around the world. And there's flights that I may not, I don't want to travel, but I got to be on that flight. I've been on that flight. You make that appointment with yourself that you're going to make that call at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., 10 a.m. And here's the whole situation. You notice I said 8 a.m., 9 a.m., or 10 a.m. I always believe that I want to have accomplished something significant before 10 a.m. This is why I say if I can make at least a few prospecting calls before 10 a.m., it's amazing how much better I feel. Hey, those are just a few of the things. Why wait? I want you right now, get done with this podcast. Stop. Don't listen to any more podcasts. But I want you to go ahead and make the call right now. Hey, you've been listening to the Sales Hunter podcast. What is it? It's 2 episodes a week, one a short one like this, single topic, and a second episode, longer form. Hey, would you do me a favor? Leave me a review on your favorite podcast app, would you? Because really, reviews are how Spotify and Apple Music and everything realize that, hey, this is a good podcast. We need to be pushing this out to more people. Because my objective is singular. It's to help you see and achieve what you didn't think was possible. When you can see and achieve what you didn't think was possible, you'll help others see and achieve what they didn't think was possible. That, to me, is what sales is all about. And that's why I'm jazzed about sales. And I love bringing you this podcast. I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Great selling.